The sign above this garage says, "Assholes Garage." No comment. Welcome to the start of the 2025 fall bike tour. And you can see I got my bicycle in the car. The only thing I had to do is I just had to take out my front seat. I prefer to do it this way because it's more secure inside the car than it is outside. So that's the way I do it when I travel solo. Obviously this wouldn't work if I had somebody with me, so. All right, well, thanks for watching.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Crescent Avenue. Turn right, then your destination.
And we're here at the Pig. I am at the ABM Midtown Parking Garage in Covington, Kentucky, and I had a little slow start for the morning. They didn't open the office till 8 o'clock, so I couldn't get a parking pass until then. Gonna head north over the Ohio River into Cincinnati and north. Today's 66 miles along the OTET was fraught with a few wrong turns early on as I learned how the trail had been marked. It was basically a 1% climb all the way until I made it to the campground between Springboro and Waynesville, where I camped out at the Miller's Gun Club and Campground. I am now in Covington, Kentucky, which is behind me, and this is the Roebling Bridge, a beautiful bridge here that spans the Ohio River into Cincinnati. It's an absolutely gorgeous morning. I think the temperature is probably about 55 to 60. It's just, I've got a stretch of just fantastic weather. I'm really looking forward to at least the first 10 days of this trip, and who knows what the weather will bring, so. All right, we're gonna have some fun on this trip, guys. I think all of this is pickleball courts. It looks like I found the Ohio to Erie Trail. Yay! Wasn't too bad getting out of Covington and Cincinnati. I have found the official start of the Ohio to Erie Trail. Here's the official where the path actually starts. It's going to be nice riding. It's just a beautiful day, not much wind. Just glorious. This is the Little Miami River, obviously very low. And I'm now on the Little Miami Scenic Trail. The infrastructure on these trails here in Ohio is really amazing. They even have nets to catch debris that might fall underneath the bridge. I've hit kind of an area that's not real well populated.
Everything all right? Need any help? It's a good place to do it. All right, thought you might need some help, but that is not the case.
Lunch today is at Subway. I have a teriyaki chicken sandwich with some barbecue chips and a Pepsi to drink. This is my go-to meal. Keep me going for a good another 23 miles down the road. So we're gonna see if this sandwich is good. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit the spot. That's good. Very good.
This is a little community of Loveland. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot here. Thought there might be more. All right, back on the trail. This is Loveland, Ohio. Appears to be a nice little downtown district here. Back here is a bike shop, Healthy Smoothies and Bowls. Of course, the bike path goes straight through here. Got places to sit here, little pubs. It's a nice little downtown. These are the type of gems that are nice to find. Little sculptures there. Here's remnants of an old, probably telegraph line. If you notice, some of the pegs up here, they're all wood. It's amazing they've lasted as long as they have. My legs are just about cooked. I am now at mile 60. I think the last 50 miles have all been at a 1% gradient. Just a constant 1%, it just wears you out. You know what I'm talking about, then you know. Just makes for a long day. But hey, it's been absolutely gorgeous today. It really has been, so I'm getting closer to Waynesville. I'm gonna get her done. I'm in the little community of Corwin. Turn off here now. And I'm gonna head west towards Waynesville and then out to the campground. So I'm gonna see if I can pick up something to eat here in Waynesville. I think it's about a mile and a half down the road. So
an early dinner tonight is in Waynesville, Ohio at Bentino's Pizza. I was going to go to the little village restaurant over here, but it looked really close. There were no cars at it, so it didn't look good. So what I have here is a calzone with some chips and a Coke. And they only cooked it in 5 minutes. It's incredible. Check that out. Looks good. Tastes good too. All right. I'm going to eat this. Then I'm going to head to the campground about 3 miles from here and call it a day. This Bentino's is a pretty good little place. A couple of people are outside looking at my bike. All right, that was a pretty good meal. Waynesville looks like a nice little town. Has lots of antique shops here. I talked to someone back a little ways back and said really known for antiques though. Pretty nice little town. I am now on Route 73 west of Waynesville, and it's been a pretty busy road here. As you can see, I got my conspicuity vest on to help, and that is helping. So I'm at mile 65, and this is the first real downhill I've had all day. I'm going to enjoy it. Woo! Wow, I'm flying, and I'm not having to pedal. Wow, this is great. I forgot what a downhill was like. Oh my gosh. Miller Campground here on the left. Woo! Man alive. Oh. All right, here we go. Here's the campsites for the night. Well, we made it to the Miller Campground and gun range. Long day. Let's see. 66.25 miles.
Only 1,168 feet today. Seems like a lot more because that constant 1% gradient just wore me down. But all right, it's over. Whew. The gun range was out this way, and I heard people shooting a rifle earlier when I got in, but now it's fallen silent. It's like they've got a nice pond here behind me. I saw someone out fishing earlier, so that's really nice. I've already been down here to the bathhouse and taken a shower, got all cleaned up, and of course I did my laundry in the shower. I've got my tent all set up here, you can see. Got the pad and sleeping bag all in there, ready for a nice evening. I've got about 2 hours of light. It's 6:15 p.m. right now, and the sun sets at 8:18 in this area, so I've got time to relax and figure out the exact plan for tomorrow. So it was a good day.
Today was a shorter day at only 39 miles. I played tourist in the morning at a business called Parts Express, south of Dayton in a town called Springboro. I then made my way up to Dayton and barely beat the rain to the area in which I'm going to be camping at tonight. And I slept really well here in the tent last night. It was really quiet. Campground's really just full of hard-working people living in their RVs. All right, I just got up and I got some, you can see I got long sleeves on here. It's about 55 degrees. So I think it's gonna be another beautiful day. The sun's not even up yet, so all right, always good to get an early start. Breakfast this morning is brought to you by Kellogg's Pop-Tarts. My favorite flavor is brown sugar cinnamon. This and with some water, and that's all I got for breakfast. Nutritious, filling, it's good for you. It'll get you down the road. It'll make you feel better. It's the go-to choice for breakfast.
I am coming into Springboro. I'm now on North Main Street. I might grab a quick breakfast up here somewhere. All right, I'm going to put the camera away since I need to navigate through here. So I'm doing back roads to try to stay off the busy roads.
Okay, Thursday morning breakfast. Here is at McDonald's. I've got some hot cakes and some orange juice. So something very simple to give me lots of energy for the rest of the day. Let's give these pancakes a try. That's pretty good. I think that will get me through much of the morning.
Oh, look at that. Here we are. Parts Express. Next building. Here we are. Parts Express. Audio components and solutions.
One of the other hobbies that I enjoy is listening to music, and I have also built a home theater in my house. So along with that, since I was a computer programmer and I've always really wanted to be an engineer, I figured that, well, why can't I just build my own speakers? And so this company, Parts Express, sells lots of kits and raw components in order to help you build speakers. So I'll show you a sample of the speakers that I built for various purposes. My theater, I have built a center channel speaker. If you know anything about surround sound, you know that your center channel speaker is very important. This is one of two 15-inch subwoofers in my home theater. And it is flat down to about 18 hertz. And it is driven with a 1,000-watt amplifier here in the back. So when the bass hits, we really know it. I've also built some surround speakers. These are dipole speakers that have, I believe, a 4.5-inch mid bass with tweeters
on opposing sides, which are wired out of phase. My computer room, where I do all the editing, I needed a little bit of bass for my audio system here. So here I'm using a JL Audio 10-inch sub, and I believe I've paired that with a 250 or 300 watt amplifier. I'm not sure which one this is, and you can tell it's actually wired with balanced cables rather than unbalanced. Here in the audio, I would definitely recommend checking out Parts Express. They have a lot of good components, everything from drivers to crossovers to wiring to everything you need to build and design good audio speakers at a very much lower cost than you would buying them off the shelf. This is the Parts Express showroom. Here's speaker building components, all types of connectors, wire. Here they got lots of binding post. So really a cool place. Wall of speakers they have up here in the back. Just incredible what they have. Just a wall of speakers, probably the biggest speaker supplier in the United States. It has definitely clouded over now. I think it's gonna rain. I looked at the radar and it definitely looked like rain is on its way. So I'm headed down to pick up the, I think it's called the Greater Miami River Scenic Trail. This is Franklin, Ohio. Oh, that's kind of cool. They painted the whole mural, make it look like an old-timey soda shop. That's pretty cool. That's impressive. On the Greater Miami River Scenic Trail. Guess where I am? I've got about 10 miles to go to get to Dayton. And there's definitely rain coming in from the northwest. So I've got the hammer down pretty good. I don't know, you never know about this rain. Sometimes it just never happens. So, just take it as it comes. Who says touring bikes can't go fast? Look at this. There's 15 and a half. This is the Carillon Park. Big, huge bell tower here with 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of bells. It's on 4 sides. So that looks like this tower has 16 bells. This is impressive. It is the Miami Valley Regional Bicycle Council Sculpture Committee put this up. I think Dayton should be renamed the City of Bridges, as you can see. Okay, it's raining. You can tell by the raindrops probably on the camera here. I made it to the Eastwood Park. Man, if I just would have had another 10 minutes, I could have avoided the rain completely. We got shelter. I'm not gonna get soaked. This should only last, they say, about an hour, so I'm just gonna chill out right here. A late lunch here on Thursday is the El Gallo Coquino Mexican restaurant. I have 4 chicken enchiladas. We got rice and beans, chips, salsa, and a Coke. Ooh, I really haven't had that much to eat today, so this is gonna be good, no doubt. Let's try a bite of it. That's spicier than I'm used to, but definitely spicy, but I like it. I have eaten dinner, or late lunch / dinner. Now I'm back to Eastwood Park, and I'm going to get ready to head to my campsite for the night. We got a portage on within walking distance of my campsite. Here is my $11 campsite. By permit only, and I have the permit. Just a little grassy area. That's all you get. I've got camp set up here at the Eastwood Park. There's no picnic bench, no fire ring, no water, no electricity. Just sounds horrible to everybody, doesn't it? Oh, I don't know how people survive, without 4-star accommodations, but hey, So I got everything set up. I'll show you around. Here's the grand tour. We have a sign and a post. I guess that about sums it up. I've got a nice little breeze, so it should be a good afternoon. I might even take a nap before I go to bed. Who knows? Nah, I'm wide awake. All right, that's it.
Today is what I would call a transition day, as I made my way up the Greater Little Miami River Trail to the town of Piqua, Ohio. It was a nice day back on the trail, and I made good time, and it was a beautiful day on the road. I slept really well here at the Eastwood Park. It was a nice chilly night. It's probably about 50 to 55 degrees right now. And you see I got a little fog in the background here across the field. It's going to be a beautiful day. The sun's trying to come up, and I'm going to start breaking camp, and I'm going to head over here to McDonald's to get some breakfast, and then I'm going to head over to the National Air Force Museum, and they open at 9 o'clock this morning, so. Gotta keep up the good appearances for all the women that you meet on the road. Yeah. And that's how you pack away a tent in just a few minutes. Here's how I pack my bike in the morning. I've actually created a little cheat sheet that shows me where everything is located on the bike. Left front, left rear, right rear. And so I follow this cheat sheet. And of course, I've already created this at home to make sure everything's really well balanced. But when I get ready to pack everything up, what I do is I put all the bags that go in each pannier next to that pannier. So then in the morning, the only thing I have to do is just put the bags in, seal it up, and I'm ready to go. So maybe there's something in here that will help you keep yourself organized and make things go a little bit smoother and quicker in the morning. And I keep this cheat sheet in the top of my handlebar bag, so as I go down the road,
I can read it and memorize where everything is. Although after many years of cycling, I pretty much keep everything in the same place. Alright, well that's 2 panniers done. You get the drift. People up in Ohio are very lucky to have this trail network because they've got these. Thank you. And I stopped to let the car go by. So, but if you notice, that car stopped for me, which was really nice. So they're used to seeing cyclists up here. They're very lucky to have these trails that connect lots of little places together. Nothing like a few missiles on your bike tour to make life a little more exciting. Highly recommend you come here. Very cool. If you like airplanes, especially the Air Force airplanes and jets, this is where you need to come. There is just everything here. F-15. Here's a troop carrier. Here's a satellite catcher. I mean, this place has it all. Oh, here's the presidential plane. I think that this is the one where Kennedy was taken home on after he was shot. If memory serves me correctly. Yeah, it sure is beautiful. They don't have one, but they have 2. Count them, 2 SR-71s. This is the SR-71A variant. It is a 2-seater version of the SR-71. Like I said before, this is the cat's meow. I know you're probably bored with this. If you're an airplane nut, you really need to go watch videos about this, especially the J8 engine here. It is an engineering marvel. That's all I'm going to say. It has 2 different modes of operation based on altitude and what you're expecting out of it. This whole nose cone moves in and out to actually control the shock wave of air around it, and also that goes through the engine. It's beyond belief. Just trust me on it. Had a good time here at the Air Force Museum in Dayton, Ohio. I really recommend it if you love the jets and planes of our United States Air Force. I'm leaving the Dayton or National Air Force Museum here off to my left. I'm back on the trail system. Should be on trails, I think, all day today. Last time I was up here, I think I missed this bridge. So this is the pedestrian bridge that you have to use in order to go north, because it goes across this waterway that's called the Mad River. And this is where the Mad River Trail ends, and I got to pick up the Great Miami River Trail north. I have to go up here. See that? All right, I won't make that mistake again. Live and learn. And we go north, across the Mad River. That's pretty incredible. Look at that. Now that, my friends, is some power. Holy crap. That's impressive. Talked to the gentleman here, they said they engaged these fountains 5 minutes before the hour to 5 minutes after the hour, all the way from a Memorial Day to Labor Day. Wow, I've never seen that. Incredible. with traffic all around me on busy roads, look what I get. That's pretty nice, isn't it? Gosh. It appears that the fog is finally lifted today. I'm starting to get a few breaks in the clouds. Roller mill. Interesting. This is Tip City. I gotta find something to eat here.
Today, we have a plain turkey sandwich with barbecue sauce, some house potato chips, and a Coke. And that's it. This sandwich is really good. This is Sam and Ethel's. And here on the sign, it says they've been in business for at least 1947. And not much has really changed here. Pretty neat little place. A great place, Sam and Ethel's. I'm glad I chose it. Really good spot.
Sam and Ethel's, quick, really good. I'm now north of Tip City, and this is just a beautiful, nice, quiet trail here. It may be difficult to see, but this is, they say, Miami to Erie Canal lock number 14. I made another wrong turn somewhere back here, about maybe half a mile. It wasn't well marked at all, but I ended up just out on the road. Time to backtrack. This is Troy, Ohio. Not sure what that is. This has got to be one of the most impressive, I'm going to say, county seat buildings or courthouse I have ever seen. This is phenomenal. This is the Miami County Courthouse. How impressive is that? This is the historical first mile of the Great Miami River Recreational Trail. This is where the very first section of bike trail was constructed in Miami Valley. From this point forward, a regional trail network is going to 375 miles. That's incredible. This is the Eldine Bridge from 1860. Built in accordance with Stephen M. Long's plan, built by Hamilton Brothers. I'm in the last 5 miles of the Greater Miami River Scenic Trail. It ends up here at Piqua. Been really nice to be on this trail. I've enjoyed it. But it'll be nice to get back to the roads where I can possibly see more. Very beautiful bridge here over the Miami River. This is Piqua, Ohio. Submarine house. I'm looking for Ash Street. Oh, here's Ash Street. This is where I want to go. I want to go right here. This has to be the widest shoulder for bikes I've ever seen across a bridge. This thing's incredible. How nice. I have arrived for the accommodations for the night since there's no camping in this area. It's a Baymont Inn for the night. Well, that was a good day. I got 48.5 miles. All right. Time to do the laundry, get cleaned up, and there's a Cracker Barrel here. But with all the controversy, nah, just kidding. I like them. I'll probably get Domino's. So, all right, let's call it a day. Dinner tonight was delivered by Domino's because I'm in the Baymont Inn Hotel and didn't want to go out. So I've got a sausage marinara and cinnamon bread twists with icing. Ooh, it's gonna be good.